Welcome to the Chino Valley Update Podcast, brought to you by the Chino Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. And here's our host, President and CEO, Lorette Brashear.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lorette Brashear, and I am the President and CEO of the Chino Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. We're here today doing our podcast at the Ditch Beer and Wine Store, and I'm here with Tre Soria. Hey, Tre, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, fantastic. And you're with Prescott Roots. You're the owner of Prescott Roots.
Yep.
So lots of stuff going on. So what do you think about this store? Is it your first time being in here?
Yeah, it is actually. It is really awesome. I like everything about it. I mean, it just gives like a really good small town vibe.
Right.
And honestly, the flags on here, that's great.
Loving it.
Like
yeah.
the view.
And for and Tre, you're personally not a drinker.
No. Yeah.
But they have a large assortments of non-alcoholic stuff.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, I saw some coffee there I've never seen before. I think I might try too. The variety that you have here is just kind of so far out there. It kind of threw me off.
It's very overwhelming,
Yeah,
and it's also exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like a kid in a candy store.
Right.
You know, especially like you said, they have a wide range of coffees. So, you know, all kinds of different things and things that I've never seen at other places.
Yeah.
So it's really a unique store where you can kind of come in and look at some stuff and get non-alcoholic drinks and a variety of it.
Yeah, you know, when I first walked in, I had to just like do the rounds and kind of see if I saw anything, and I maybe saw 25% that I knew. You know, your basics,
Right.
you know, like Coors or Bud Light or Budweiser. And then the rest of it, I'm just trying to understand what it's named and just trying to take a guess. Should I even try it? I wonder
Yeah.
what it's going to be like.
What is it going to be like?
Yeah, you never know until you actually try it.
And the
though.
great thing about them here at the Ditch is if you ask them, you know, hey, what's this like? They're very good about telling you what it tastes like, what it smells like, how to open the can, if you need to roll it before. I mean, things that I would have never thought about. They actually really do explain the beer to you and tell you.
Did
like,
you say roll it?
Yes.
before you open
Yes,
the beer?
actually, one of the owners here, Christine, was letting me know, and it was a certain beer, and it was a sour beer, and she was saying that sometimes you need to just roll it a little bit, just to get all the flavors mixed together. And I'm probably totally saying that wrong and butchering it, but anyway, she said if you roll it a little bit and then open it, it'll actually have a different flavor. And it's things that I would have never known either. So once you end up talking to them, you're like, oh, wow, I didn't have a clue that existed.
Yeah, yeah.
So
how does this work?
exactly.
Yeah.
But they are so knowledgeable here. They're a fantastic store. So Tre, tell me a little bit about Prescott Roots.
So, well, I can start in the beginning. If that kind of works.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
Talk to us about
Back in the
Prescott
day,
Roots.
I was a kid. I'm
what
not
it
a
is.
kid anymore. So Prescott Roots actually started because I was tired of, working for somebody else, and they were controlling my paycheck, controlling my hours. And even if I wanted to work a little extra, if I didn't want to work a little extra, I was still getting controlled there. So, I started Prescott Roots honestly because I wanted to get away from, that 9 to 5 and to see if I can do something myself. And the only thing I knew how to do that wasn't really like a lot of startup money was landscape. And I worked for landscapers before, and I understood what to do there. So me and my buddy, we said, let's try this. And Prescott Roots kind of just came out of, we were both born in Prescott.
Gotcha.
And
so local.
Yeah, so local. And I moved to Chino when I was like 2 years old, and he moved to Chino when he was like 2.5, I think, or something. So we were just, two peas in a pod and all the way up. I still talk to him to this day, So Prescott Roots kind of started like that. Our roots are based in Prescott. It's where we're born at and raised. And then we decided, okay, well, we're going to do, leaf cleanups and stuff like that. Unfortunately, he wasn't really prepared to take that leap.
Right.
It's very difficult. It's very scary. I was scared too, but he wasn't ready for it. So I did. He didn't. And then just kind of started. So 2018 is when I started.
So you've been in business, for a little while.
Yeah. So 19 came along and kind of hit the ground running. It was awesome. My last day at my actual 9-to-5 job was March 18th of 2019, and my very first job was March 20th of 2019.
Gotcha.
So it worked out really good, just went door knocking and pounded the concrete as much as I could.
As much as you could.
And then just started pretty much from there. So we started doing leaf cleanups, and it kind of snowballed into like weed eating, and then it snowballed into, we always did tree trimming and shrub trimming. And I was able to hire somebody part-time. I thought that was going to work great. And that was right in like April. Spring just started. So all I needed him for was like Monday and Wednesdays.
Gotcha.
Right? Because then I could train him for those couple weeks.
Right.
And then I can leave on Monday and Wednesday to go do an estimate that I knew I can schedule.
You're going to go do
right?
something, yeah.
So I was trying to just get structure down. That didn't work out as planned whatsoever. As soon as I hired him, literally that day, my phone was just
trials and tribulations of a business owner.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Nothing to complain about, that's for sure. Never complain if your phone's going. I know it's a headache, but you never know when that roller coaster is going to dip, too.
Right, absolutely.
So it was a lot of fun. So he actually came on full time, and we just kept going and kept going. I was able to hire on another guy, and then one day I had a lady ask me if I can install rock, and I've never done that before.
Gotcha.
I didn't know anything about it, and so I said yes. I measured out how much rock I needed. Accidentally ordered too much. Learn from your mistakes.
Yep.
And then,
you learn from your mistakes.
I said, you know what? I don't want to be cleaning up leaves anymore all the time. This is a lot of fun here. And then we blew off into doing installs, and of course, 2020 hit.
Yep.
Kind of went down. And in January, February of 2021, everybody was still kind of iffy on what was going to happen there. And then April came around, and that's when we kind of came back
from everything.
Yeah.
And so what are some of the things that Prescott Roots Landscaping does? What do you guys specialize in?
So we specialize in pavers, rock installs.
Okay.
We also specialize in sod and turf, irrigation install wise. And we also specialize pretty much in making sure our clients are, good with what we're doing. I always make sure I get a good relationship with that client.
Right.
I'm not a quantity over quality person.
Yeah.
So I'm more of a quality over quantity person. It's okay if, my guys have a Friday off or something if we don't have
Absolutely.
something going on, because I'd much rather give them a little bit of time because they work so hard, and
right.
make sure I'm good with that client than rushing that client and pushing.
Gotcha. So pavers, and so right now, we're still in a little bit of winter. It's still warming up a little bit. So is this a good time if you wanted to do some pavers or make, some nice adjustments to your backyard? Is this a good time?
Yeah, so any time is pretty much a good time. I mean, as long as it's not frozen ground,
Gotcha.
we can dig.
You can dig and you can do it.
We can get everything good. And, honestly, the worst time to do anything is monsoon season.
Okay.
That's like the hardest time to get everything set. When you're doing pavers, you have to have the grade of your sand. It's what's called screeding. So you get your grade nice and good, and then you get paver sand on top with, you can use rebar, or you can use, PVC pipes, however, you're taught. But then you're pulling back and you're making that sand nice and smooth and level with no hiccups at all. And if it rains and you accidentally pull too much where your pavers aren't covering, you have to redo that again, right?
Gotcha.
Say a dog steps on it by accident because they got to get inside the house real quick.
That's how they do it.
So monsoon season is the worst
time.
Yeah, especially outdoors.
When is a good time, for trimming your bushes? When do we put our irrigation systems back? Is there, because right now we are in winter, but it's not, it hasn't been freezing temperatures,
right?
So when is a good time to turn on your, systems back up? I mean, because we already turned them off. So is there a good time now? And what should I be doing with my plants and shrubs?
So right now, the only thing to be doing, because it still hits freezing temperatures at night, is to go ahead and keep your irrigation off.
Okay.
Just keep it
So
off.
keep it off.
Yep. You can disconnect it if you
Don't
want
let this
to,
warm
too.
weather freak you out. Okay.
Don't let it freak you out. If you're seeing your plants like welching over or falling down, it's normal. It's okay, especially shrubby, bushy plants at the bottom.
Okay.
Such as like pampas grass.
Oh yeah.
That'll welch down a little bit and stuff like that. It's okay. In the springtime, they'll come back up and
Gotcha.
everything's good. If you see, trees losing leaves, of course that's normal. But if you see like branches starting to go down and break by themselves, I'd watch that for sure. Just the weather is so awkward right now, I guess you can call it.
It's very awkward right now.
It's very difficult
That's
to,
why I was like,
tell.
It's hard to tell. Should I be watering my plants right now or should I not?
If anybody is nervous about it, or they're just rule of thumb, get a bottle like this, fill it up with water, and go out and put that on your plant. In the heat of the day, though.
Okay.
Do not ever do it at night when it's going to start freezing. Don't
Okay.
do it in the morning when it's still freezing. Do it in the heat of the day, somewhere around 1:30, 2 o'clock. And that way, you still have those 2 hours of the heat, and that'll soak in, everything's good. If you're, that concerned about it. But if you're not,
just let it go.
Yeah, let it be.
Gotcha.
Let it go. If it's dead, it's dead, and it's okay. Plants die.
Gotcha. So perfect. And so now that spring's going to start coming up, we can give you a call for trimming our bushes, as things are going to start growing and things, so you're the man to call.
Hopefully, yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully. There's a lot of great competition out there. And it's the best motivation for me, that's for sure. I'll never speak bad about anybody, who's
absolutely
doing it too,
not. Yeah,
they're just trying as well. But we tend to focus more on installs.
Perfect.
But we will do cleanups here and there just to keep our name good out there.
Good, and kind of help out. So,
excuse me,
Tre, do you guys have a Facebook and on social media? Do you have any pictures of like before and afters of some of the things that you do, especially on installs?
Yeah.
Because you really want to see what it looked like before, and then you look at it and you're like, wow, I really like to look at before and after photos. So, do you guys have, a place that you have that?
Yeah. So it's all on our Facebook page at Prescott Roots Landscaping, and then that's all you got to do is just type that in, and there I am, pop right up. You can see the logo and everything.
Yep.
As well as Google too. Google, I make sure I try to keep up as much as possible with updating my Google page with pictures.
Gotcha.
And then Instagram is not really quite there yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to
That's
worry
okay.
about the two big platforms that
got
don't
him.
do much.
Got it first.
Much love for my company. But Facebook is the biggest one. Facebook, even if you're friends with me on Facebook, just my personal page, like you can always see stuff.
All the stuff that you got going
on.
on.
Yeah, I'll put it in my stories and stuff like that. The Prescott Roots page on Facebook is mainly just those before and after videos.
That's really great.
With nice little music and stuff.
That's fantastic.
I love it. Everything about the before and after videos, when I do it, I'm stressed out. I'm like, oh, did I get the picture right on that? Or did I get the picture right on that? And I even came back to houses that we did and said, hey, do you mind if I take a picture in a different lighting?
In a different lighting,
view?
yeah.
Because you can't quite see exactly how we cut this grade to put the pavers in, and then you can see our cuts going nice into a circular cut. And I took the picture way over here where you can't see that.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm like,
so
hey,
go back and retake
can I come
that
over
photo?
here, please, and redo it? And of course, all my clients are really cool with it, and they take care of me for that. But yeah, so I'm very, I guess you can say, anal on how I take those pictures for a reason.
Absolutely. And well, Tre, how do the people get a hold of you?
So you can go on Facebook. You can message me on Facebook on Prescott Roots Landscaping. You can go on Google. And you can find our phone number there, or you can even, email me on Google. But the best way to get a hold of me, and the absolutely, for sure, without a doubt, way to get a hold of me is my phone number.
And what is that number?
928-642-3623.
Perfect. Yep. Any last words from you, Tre?
Yeah, if you guys see my truck driving around, trailer or no trailer, give me a honk at. If you heard this, let me know. The ditch witch, I mean, I've heard stories about.
Yeah,
Never
the
had
Ditch
a,
wine and beer store. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is very nice.
I even love
enjoy
their
it.
marketing.
Yeah, my neighbor, she was wearing one of the shirts, and I was like, I've seen that shirt before. And so it was
Drink
really
local,
cool.
yep.
Yeah, drink local. Everything local that you can do here, let's do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tre Soria with Prescott Roots.
Thank you.